Self-care is a term that for a long time, I think we always associate it, especially in Christian circles, as something like being selfish. And we don't really think about what self-care is. And I think something else that God has really shown me is that just as important it is that He asks us and tells us that the two most important commandments are to love Him with all of our heart, our soul, our mind, and our strength, which is our whole being. It's our physical, it's our mental, it's our emotional, it's our spiritual. To love Him well with all of that. And then the next thing He says is to love our neighbor as ourself. And that begs the question, well, how well do we love ourselves in all of those ways? And if we love ourselves well, that is part of self-care. That means recognizing when we're stressed and we're tired. That means recognizing when we need to talk to somebody else, when we need to share our story. That means recognizing when we just need to take a break, maybe take a nap, maybe eat some chocolate. I mean, it could be anything, but just recognizing those times when our life is out of balance, out of rhythm, and we need to work on our spiritual health, our mental health, our emotional health, and our physical health, because it's all tied together. And I really truly believe that when we're not in sync and when we're not integrated and working together, that again, those signals from God come up and we need to pay attention to them. And when we don't pay attention to them is when we get into trouble. But if we start listening to why we have headaches or why we have stomach aches and why we're irritable with people or why we're cranky, it's usually because there's something in our lives that we're ignoring. Learning to love yourself well is paying attention to those things and addressing them, and then we can love others better as well.